I'm Susan Binnersley, got the tab, basically I'm the Managing Director of H2H Resources, and we run a business that's really focused on people and helping organisations develop capability, develop strengths in their people, get even greater performance for their business, and also deliver a great employee experience. So the thing that really appealed to me about TAB is two things really. One, the time was right because I was ready to make some changes in my business, and I really like the idea of some peer support from people who are in a similar position, because when you run a small business it can be quite lonely, and often you've got big decisions to make that impact a lot of people, so you want to make them right, and the peer support's been great. So our facilitator is Elliot, and he really does hold us accountable, which I welcome, because as I'm sure you know, running your own business is really busy, but actually we've committed to being on the board, we prepare for it. He runs quite a tight board, which I welcome, and he's very methodical, so there's a rhythm to each board. You know what to expect, you can do your preparation, but he'll also make sure we look back at what we promised and committed more to ourselves than to everybody else to do the time before, and we'll revisit that. And also, it's not just the board itself, you have a one-to-one with your board coach and facilitator, and in that one-to-one, again, your coach will be quite challenging to make sure you're doing the right things. TAB's helped me personally. I mentioned loneliness. It's not a big deal, but it is just really nice to have some peers who you can either just have a laugh with, shoot the breeze. I love the fact that it's confidential and everybody truly respects that. So no matter what it is you want to bring to the board, it's respected and it's confidential. So yeah, that's what I really enjoy from that. The value is different perspectives. When you're making big decisions, it's great to have somebody else's thoughts and ideas, but also their experience. Quite often, I'm on a board where, we've got some seasoned leaders on the board, so quite often you're getting really good answers from their experience. Sometimes it's things they've done right, and we all, of course, learn from things we do wrong, so it's quite nice to hear some of those. So that's really valuable. I'd say the business has improved. We've kind of had similar levels of profit before. The year before I joined TAB was a challenging year, so I guess I've just done 15 months with TAB, so certainly our turnover and profit increased from what it was on the previous year, but what I think TAB has really done in terms of the business is set us up for longer term success in terms of that more strategic thinking and putting different things in place that take time to seep through, and I feel as though we're starting to reap the benefit from that.